I just saw the video of the African American woman that was sitting first class in Delta plane and got kicked out. Let me tell you what happened. A few weeks ago, I went to Italy with my oldest daughter. So, first flight went well. Second flight, a Caucasian woman was sitting in my seat. Her husband was sitting to the right. Angelique was to the left. We both picked our seat. We booked early, Comfort Plus. I picked our seats. There were hardly anybody in Comfort Plus when I picked our seats. Magically, my seat was gone. Angelique's seat was kept. Called the flight attendant, say what's going on. This is my seat. Even on my plane ticket, this is my seat. She said to me, oh, let me go check the log. Came back and said, no, that lady name is here. That's not your seat. So happened, when she went and looked, my seat was 3 seats ahead in between 2 gentlemen. Nice guys, older guys, elderly, but really nice. The lady husband beside me said, oh, we sit all the time together. We fly so much. Honey, why don't you go take her seat? Since she was supposed to be here, let her sit with her daughter. And she did. I thank her. Next thing I know, halfway during the flight, the wife apparently had a really bad migraine, called the flight attendant and say something to her. They brought her over and she wanted to sit beside her husband so he can tend to her. He was an ENT surgeon. He told me with his own mouth that they are Diamond Medallion members, and he believed that they gave his wife my seat because they booked late. And that's why. Now I know why, even though you're first class, like I said, we booked Comfort Plus and it didn't matter. So half the flight, I was away from my daughter. It didn't end there. We came back home, on our way home. The first flight was okay from Venice to JFK. Got to JFK, we were delayed in our plane for whatever reason. Went through custom, had to go through security again. TSA was slow as hell because the guy that was working there, everybody was taking off shoes, jacket. It wasn't TSA. It was run like normal security line. So as we got to our boarding place, they had just closed the plane door. We missed our flight. They said, go to Delta desk in the front and they'll put you on another flight. I had insurance on this flight. Went there, like that. My daughter had a seat on the next flight from JFK to Charlotte. They turned to me and said, you're gonna have to call Delta and they will have to find your seat on another plane. We can't help you. And why is that? Because you book with miles. They said nothing about my daughter. I booked her with e-credit, like I said. We had booked flights in the past that, she didn't went on the trip for whatever reason. But anyways, try calling Delta, no answer. Went e-messaging back and forth. The guy said to me, well, 50 minutes in between each flight is enough to get on your next plane. And if you miss your flight, we can't do anything about that. I'm sorry, I can't help you anymore. You're gonna, in the meanwhile, I had already booked a one-way flight from JFK to Charlotte because I wasn't gonna let my daughter come home by herself. Screw the money. I went ahead and I booked another flight. Came home, back and forth, same thing. They sent me a satisfaction survey and I laid on them. And then the guy said, go on our website and file a complaint to Delta website. And I went, I put the flight, it took me a while. I had to get all my information, ticket number, flight number, everything that happened. Yesterday, I finally got a message, a voicemail from some Delta higher up manager or whoever apologizing for the inconvenience. They gave me back the miles that was used for that flight. By the way, I was stuck in a little, you know how tiny those planes are that come from JFK or wherever, LaGuardia to Greensboro. This one was going to Charlotte, but I was stuck in a corner. There was a large person beside me. The damn button was not even there to recline a little bit. The fan above my head was not working. I couldn't even put the air on. The stench was killing me. I was so exhausted. I leaned my head against the window and I went to sleep. And next thing I know, we landed. But I had a very bad experience with Delta. And mind you, I had insurance on this trip, but this is not the first time my seat was taken away and given to someone else. But the fact that I was there, and the moment they look at me, they didn't even ask me my name or nothing. They're like, oh, we can't help you. And Angeli was given a seat on the next flight out. Just why? In case TikTok were to gone for good tomorrow, I'm off all social media. And once again, who knows if it's TikTok gonna go away, but I wanted to get this out there. I do believe that Delta, I don't know about Delta per se, but their employees are, yes, racist, discrimination, whatever you want to call it, it's always going to be there. I do not let it affect me personally. I would never run and cry discrimination. I walk away, like I said. Have a blessed night.